Hey everyone, this is Chris here, and today is February 8th, 2023. I've got a really exciting topic for you today. In this video, we're going to be discussing Michael Chang's amazing accomplishment to winning the 1989 French Open when he was just 17 years old. This is a really remarkable record that still stands even to this day. He became the youngest player to ever win a Grand Slam title, at least on the ATP Tour. And this is a record that was set almost 34 years ago. So before we get into all that, I'd like to encourage you guys, if you're new to this channel, to please take a minute to hit the subscribe button down below. That'll keep you notified of any time we release additional content like this. And of course, if you enjoy videos like this, then please be sure to share this video with your friends. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into it. So when Michael Chang entered the French Open in the spring of 1989, I think it's very fair to say that there weren't many people that would have expected him to be there at the end holding the coupe de mousquetaires. However, he was able to get off to a really strong start in this event, winning the first three matches very comfortably. This would include an impressive win against Pete Sampras, who he defeated 6-1, 6-1, 6-1 in the second round. And then in the fourth round, he would get his first real test against the former three-time champion, Ivan Lendl. Now, Lendl was one of the best players in the world at this point in 1989. He was ranked #1. He had just recently won the Australian Open. He was coming off of that. But for whatever reason, he was a little bit tight in this match against Chang. And Chang was able to get a break late in the first set, which really caused Lendl to just kind of come off the rails a little bit. Chang would ultimately lose the first set, though, to Lendl 6-4, and then he would go up an early break in the second set, and just when it looked like Chang might be able to turn things around, Lendl was able to get the rebound, get his momentum going back, and he would win the second set also. So Lendl is now up 2-0 against Michael Chang. It looks like things are going to be over for him pretty soon, but Chang once again goes up a break against Lendl, and this time he's able to win the third set. And now this is where things really get interesting. In the fourth set, Michael Chang starts to cramp. He has a really bad case of cramping in the fourth set, and Lendl during this time is getting frustrated. He's really agitated because he knows that Chang is cramping. He's missing balls he should be making, but he's missing them. And he just winds up losing his focus a little bit, and Chang is able to win the fourth set. So now we go to a fifth set, and amazingly, even though Lendl is physically much fresher and much fitter at this point than Chang, he isn't able to win the fifth set, and Michael Chang is able to break Ivan Lendl to win the match and put himself in the quarterfinals of a Grand Slam. It's a huge moment for Michael Chang, and he then goes on to win his quarterfinal match and reach his first ever Grand Slam semifinal. So in the semifinals, Chang would have to face off against Andrei Chesnikov. Andrei Chesnikov did not have a long career at the top of the game. However, he was able to give Michael Chang a really close fight on this particular afternoon. Chang was eventually able to win the match, though, in 4 sets, and he moves on to the finals to go up against Stefan Edberg. At the time, Stefan Edberg was one of the best players in the world and probably the best player on grass. He was coming off of his relatively recent Wimbledon win back in 1988. And he was a tough opponent to beat on any surface, but clay was probably not his best surface. He was more of a fast court specialist, especially on grass. He was a lot better on grass than he would have been on clay. So Michael Chang is able to take advantage of this. He gets off to a great start in the first set of the match, and he wins it 6-1 against Edberg. Now Edberg comes racing back. He wins the next 2 sets, and the match is now looks to be heading into Edberg's favor. It looks like Edberg is going to win the match at this point. He's up 2-1 against Michael Chang, but Chang is able to come back. He levels the match at 2 sets all, and we're heading into a 5th set. Now, an interesting thing about this fifth set is that Edberg immediately gets up a break against Michael Chang. He's up 1-0, and it looks like for a fleeting minute, Stefan Edberg is going to win this match. But Michael Chang immediately shuts him down. He turns the momentum against Edberg. He just starts coming up with incredible shots, and he's able to win the match miraculously at the age of 17 years old. He wins his first and turns out to be his only Grand Slam title that year. It's kind of an interesting thing when you think about it that Michael Chang was the youngest of the great American players that played in the 90s, you know, Agassi, Sampras, Courier. But he won his Grand Slam title before all those guys, and then he never won another one after that. So it is kind of a strange thing. I've always thought in that sense that he was never able to really follow this up. He would come close in 1996. He made the finals of the Australian Open and the finals of the US Open also, but I don't think he won a set in either of those two finals. This would really be the highlight of his career. If you guys remember watching this match, then please leave me a comment down below with what you thought about Chang's performance throughout the 2 weeks of the 1989 French Open. And thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you at the next one.